Oh my God, your poor dad.
We're all here. We're all in good spirits, right? Get your little...
The best.
Are you like an old man in your soul?
Yeah. Are you surprised?
No.
Yeah. Why ask?
Why ask?
Why ask?
I already didn't want to record this damn podcast today
I
anyways.
really super don't.
And now I'm really pissed about it.
Very
This is
much.
my only job, so please don't screw it up for me.
This
This
is
is
all
all
she
she
has
has now.
Now you'll have time to edit it to where you can sit on that side and then also run over and sit on this side so you can have both sides of the conversation.
She's crazy.
Okay, everyone, Left Girl has left the building.
Okay, who wants to say the intro?
Left Girl?
Who, me? Welcome back to Your Poor Dad. You super can't choose your sisters, but you can choose your podcast. So thank you for joining us and being the fourth Brant sister.
She's-
We're also happy to be here.
She's crazy.
If you guys can't tell,
We
One-
have some
actually,
attitude
one of
coming
us-
from the left.
wait,
I had
don't
already
tell
moved.
them.
I had already moved on past it, and
Oh,
now it's back.
okay.
Oh, shit.
Back and better than ever.
I didn't know that we moved past that.
And I
did.
thought that we had moved past it, and then I thought it was time for a joke, and maybe it wasn't.
You know what's
Oh, I think
funny?
you misread that.
I misread the room.
You know that episode of the Kardashians that sound went viral where it's like, she's so scary. Why is she like that? And it's like, I feel like it's usually you two against me, but tonight it's so weird. Like, I'm in such a good mood.
I'm in a great mood.
What do you think? It's us against you.
Well, I
Like,
mean, I'm
It's
usually
me against the music.
It's usually I'm Courtney.
Well, you are always Courtney. You
Yeah.
chose to be Courtney.
I just am Courtney in my being. And tonight you're kind of being the Courtney.
I can live with that.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways. Okay, moving on.
Yikes.
Okay, well, some of us are in good moods and some of us are in bad moods, and I think that's very relatable because
Not everyone's going to be in a good mood all the time.
in life, sometimes you're in a good mood and sometimes you're in a bad mood,
and
Very
sometimes
poignant.
and sometimes you have a little mouth noise going
And
on.
sometimes you can live one entire day with so many different emotions.
Tell me about it yesterday.
You were
On a roller
happy,
coaster.
you were sad, you were angry, you were confused.
I was
don't know.
motivated,
Embarrassed.
shocked. So if you guys didn't listen to our latest series of called the FaceTime, you would know the recent thing that just happened to me.
Yeah.
And so let's just give some context to like what the FaceTime is. The FaceTime is a piece of content, which kinda
Extra
sounds-
content.
It's a piece of content that we're putting out extra every week. So we wanted you guys to have like something, to get you through the week. So we're going to put it out every Thursday morning. And it's like a nice little FaceTime between us, except for Bailey can't be there because she works. I don't work. And
Well,
Paige
I work, but I work from home. Bailey does not.
Right. So because Bailey does not work from home, Paige and I FaceTime every morning, and we usually bitch about our jobs. I no longer have a job to bitch about, so I'll just be...
Well, I
It
think
was a good first one to get it going, though. Like, it kind of was kismet.
I also
Kismet.
think the
Yeah.
way that's a good word.
Thank you.
I also think the way that you could phrase it is now you're focusing on your poor dad full time.
Yeah, that's true. It's not paying me, but
Yet.
that's okay. Yet.
Guys,
Yeah, that's where you guys come in.
help us out.
So we're hoping that the FaceTime just brings you guys a little bit closer into our circle. You know what it's like. I feel like we're a little bit more candid on our FaceTime. So
Yeah.
hoping to of course we're candid. We're literally talking to each other, like not being recorded. I feel like I'm doing a horrible job.
No, you're doing great.
That's exactly what
Sweetie,
it is.
You're doing great.
Honey, I'm so hard on myself sometimes. It's been a hard
Now you
week.
really got to hustle this podcast.
I know. I'm like, just dance monkey.
Look at me, look at me. No, I think it's great. We've had feedback that people have wanted more content.
Yeah.
And now is just the perfect time to focus on that.
Yeah.
And I really do think that there's something about the morning time. The first thing I want to do is I'm in a silly, goofy mood and I want to call Jade and I want to just like say some weird shit or like whatever.
Yeah.
And I think you guys hopefully can relate to that.
Hopefully. I mean,
otherwise, maybe let us know.
the whole vibe of this podcast is that you either feel like you are talking to your sisters, or if you don't have a sister, you feel like we are your sisters. So
Yeah.
that's the vibe. And somebody did say like, oh, Jade, it was nice to see you vulnerable for once. Like, that's a change of pace, which I feel like that is not like me to be so vulnerable. So maybe I'll work on that.
Well, they got you in a soft spot, you know?
I know. I was like,
oh, shoot, we got to record this right now.
Yeah.
You want to know something? So in the FaceTime, I gave my BB update.
Right.
And I was very vocal about how much I like him. And this was a great time, whatever. And then we recorded that yesterday, right? Or
Yes.
like, and yesterday afternoon when I was texting BB, I knew that he was with his family. And so I asked, did they talk about me being there this past weekend? Because I know our family would definitely, that's all they would be able to talk about.
Yeah.
And he was like, not really. I'm like, what?
What?
And he was like, they know I think you're cool. And
No. BB.
I said, cool.
You said
Cool. Yeah. I was like, because I am like, do you know how embarrassing I am on this public platform? I'm like, I like him so much. I had so much fun in Kansas City, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, yeah, they think you're cool. I mean, he was like, I told them I think you're cool. And I was like, you told them you think I'm cool?
That is not
He was like,
the way to hype someone up.
He was like, come on. I said so many nice things to you this weekend. And I was like, no. You said so many nice things to me. But like, how do you describe me to other people? Because to other people, I describe you as, oh, he's so great. I like him a lot. Does everyone think that I'm like your friend?
No,
You know
that's
what I
not what
mean?
they think. But he could be a little bit more descriptive. Like, they know I like you. That's it. That's all you have to say.
Exactly.
BB.
Because you don't have to talk as much as I do, but you could say, oh, I like her.
Yeah, and you'd think having so many sisters, he would know. But I think you just can't teach
He's
a
just
man.
very, he's just,
stoic.
yeah, he doesn't
He's a
really-
Midwestern man.
I know. I was like, cool. I said,
You know what? This is your first Midwestern man, isn't it?
yeah.
Okay, I love Midwestern men. They're so humble.
I told him, I said, I'll remember that.
Whoa.
Wow. Okay, well, everyone look out for BB's safety. Your dog is literally gnawing its leg. It's disgusting.
Relax.
It's
He's a
pink.
dog.
No, that's
He says, I have
he's
allergies.
really
I'm
itchy.
a Frenchie.
You need to get him some medicine. Oh my
He-
god.
I put stuff on him every single day.
Oh no.
Don't put it. Don't show his belly.
No, they're gonna call CPS on her.
No, they won't. Just lay down.
So
He's allergic.
if you guys want to know about what I almost called you Bailey. Pages in what the fuck am I trying to say?
What are you trying to say?
If you guys want to know how Paige's visit to BB went, go listen
right.
to our very first mini episode, the FaceTime. It's episode 48. And we get into really riveting content, like, what their snuggle patterns were like. And then is Kansas City in Kansas or Missouri? And go to that episode to find out.
And then you can also go to that episode to find out how Jade feels about losing her job.
Yeah. So another update. I am full-time with your poor dad. Woo. Not by choice. Times are tough, honey. Yesterday was the last day of Mercury in retrograde, and I didn't make it out alive.
Oh, wow. You
Yeah, you
almost
did.
made it.
I mean, I made it out alive, but I didn't make it out unscathed. But I looked at Mr. Roberts and I was like, Mr. Roberts, we made it out of Mercury in retrograde. And he was like, kind of looked at me like I was crazy. Mm-hmm. Like he wanted to break up with me, but he was like, I'm going to wait a couple days. And I was like, okay.
It was too big of a day. That's polite of him.
Yeah.
He's like, she's going through a lot today.
I was nervous to tell him because I was very I let my ego get the best of me yesterday, and then I was just kind of like, today I just kind of don't give a fuck. And he was very supportive. He was like everyone else. He's like, well, you've got this.
Yeah, I think it's just the fact that it's something that's so out of your control. It's not like it was your work ethic. It's not like it was it's something that you couldn't have determined or foreseen. You know what I mean? It happened, and it happens to a lot of people.
Happens to the best of us.
It honestly does. Sometimes I dream about that happening to me.
Yeah, but like it is kind of like I was telling somebody today, I was like, ugh, applying for jobs is worse than dating.
Yeah.
I'd rather I can hear you gulping that beer. That's disgusting.
It was one gulp. It kind of got like
Ew.
stuck. It kind of got stuck in my throat.
Okay, well,
Sorry.
Yeah,
At least
so
I'm not like
talk about you.
At least I'm not snotting around my microphone.
okay. Anyways, so
Okay.
another thing that was good is that I have been so clear-headed doing 75 hard. Like I have never felt so amazing in my life.
I think that's really good. And I listened to the FaceTimes time.
You did?
I did.
Oh my God, you never listened to any of our episodes.
I do
I
sometimes.
feel like I stopped and I need to start again. Sorry.
I'll like play them when I'm going to sleep. So it'll play all the way through after I fall asleep. So I don't always hear it all.
Okay, that's nice.
But you were
sometimes
there.
Osmosis. I forget.
You were there.
I
You were there.
was anticipating you guys like talking about me more, but it's okay.
Do you
that
want us
didn't.
to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
What do you want us to say about
Well,
you?
maybe
Make-
not
make
after
it be
today.
a-
Yeah, maybe you
surprise.
don't want us to talk about
It
you.
can be a test to see if I actually listen or not.
Okay, that's a good idea.
That'll be fun. No one tell her.
It could be
No one's
a
allowed.
quiz.
Yeah, but I suggest taking a leave of absence from drinking for a little bit. Like I've never felt more sharp. I've never felt more motivated, and I just feel like great. Like I have so much energy. I wake up in a great mood.
Yeah.
Love that.
And I haven't felt that way in a long time, girls.
Yes.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Happy for you. Know
Yeah.
that I am.
Happy for you. What is that from?
Well,
Know that I am.
I said it from The Morning Toast.
Oh.
But they say it from a song that I honestly don't know.
Oh, okay.
But it's what you're singing, basically.
Did you get that thing in your eye?
No, I
But
think
that
I'm
thing back
just
where it came from,
shoving
not
it
me.
into my cornea.
I feel like this is a very random episode.
Honestly, they will, the listeners, the sisters, they would love it.
Okay. Well, another thing that happened to me was, I have a lot of time on my hands, so I was going on walks. And so I went on a walk by Barton Springs, and it's topless at Barton Springs.
And you just got dim new titties.
And I just got these new titties, so I was like, don't tempt me with a good time. But it's not topless outside of Barton Springs. There's a gate. There's a fence all around it. And there was a girl, and I was like, do my eyes deceive me? Is there a woman running topless? And I was like, wait,
I think that the city of Austin is like
you
allowed
can
to
be
be topless,
topless.
but like
Oh.
socially,
Yeah.
socially it's very strange. So
I don't know about the facts.
No, I've seen many a topless women
She's seen many
around
a titty.
like the trail.
okay, so this girl was running around the Barton Springs fence and
But
titties
that
out
hurts.
with just bathing suit bottoms soaking wet with a shaved head. And I was like, first of all, I was like, is she okay? Is she running from something? But she was running. And then she was like waiting for someone running in
what kind
place.
of shoes did she have on?
Barefoot.
Whoa.
I know. And first of all, I'm thinking I could never run
Because
without a bra.
boobies.
And your boobs would hurt. And she had like nice boobs, like B's. They weren't A's. They weren't like flat, but they were like a supple breast.
Like there's weight.
yeah.
I couldn't run without a bra, and I
What
got
size bra
nothing.
do you have? Not to be too personal.
I haven't worn a real bra in years. I assume like an A.
You're an A.
Wow.
I just wear,
What are
like-
you? B.
Hold on.
Why is this so hard to think of?
Well, because I just got new bras and I'm
Just we don't need those long
I'm
story.
a B or a C.
Okay,
I don't
there you
know.
go.
Probably a B.
She's like, well, let me tell you all about the history of my breasts.
No, because the lady first of all, I went to Victoria's Secret because how weird is
No,
this?
Okay,
Victoria's
Victoria's
Secret's
Secret told me
lies.
I was a
No,
B.
only because
they were trying to.
I did a good job at work and they gave me a $200 gift card to Victoria's
That is
Secret.
inappropriate.
That's sexual
And I was
harassment.
like, I guess I'll use it. Anyways, and then I was confused on sizing and she said, obviously it's this. And
I don't know how you don't remember that, but
because it's either a B or a C.
okay. Anyways,
Probably a B.
and then I was wearing the sweatshirt and I was walking and somebody stopped me and was like, "Oh, did you go to Purdue?" And I said, "Yes." And she said, "My boyfriend went to Purdue." And I said, "Oh my God, that's so cool. I never meet Purdue people." And then the guy that she was with, who was not her boyfriend, was like, "Yeah, okay." He's like, "I guess you guys are both pretty." And I was like, no, I said Purdue.
What?
And he was like, oh, sorry, I've been drinking.
How embarrassing. For
I know,
him.
but for him, and at first I was like, that's kind of awkward, like
Thank you.
thinking that I was saying, oh, I never meet pretty people. And surely at Purdue, you're not meeting any pretty people. I mean, Purdue is not known
never
for its
meet pretty
looks,
people.
though.
That's weird.
So it was a big day.
yeah.
It's a big day.
Yeah.
Let's see what's on my list. We talked about the FaceTimes. Yes. You know, something that I wanted to update all of the sisters on. So some of us are a little more handy than others. Me and Bailey more so than Jade.
Yeah.
And
so some of us are more handy than others.
yeah. And so Bailey and I had this exciting adventure yesterday because our dryer keeps breaking. And so I did a lot of research. I learned pretty much everything you need to learn about a dryer and went to Lowe's, bought so many tools.
You guys stress me out so much.
And
Why?
I tested all of these little fuses in the dryer to make sure I knew exactly which fuse broke, ordered it, and then got on the roof and snaked.
Which, like, if you're like me, you're thinking, how does the dryer being broken connect to being on the roof?
Well, because
there's a thing that runs
the lint vent.
No, people don't know that.
Well, if you let me finish,
Okay, go on.
because not every lint vent is on the roof, but ours is.
Which
And
we have been looking for it. I searched the perimeter of the house. I was sniffing it out. Didn't think to look on the roof because I'm dumb.
yeah, well, you're not dumb, but you wouldn't think it'd be there. So I climbed on up there because I said Bailey can't do this, which I was.
Why
just
did
scared
you say that?
Because I was scared that she would like trip and fall, and so I didn't
Although-
want her to do it. But
So
Bailey's.
you
You could
Paige
trip and
is-
fall.
I know, but I'd rather it be me than her.
She's doing it out of love.
So anyways,
We did it. Like it actually worked. We snaked
did you get
the
a bunch
whole
of like
thing.
lint out of there?
Yes.
Oh, it was
so
disgusting.
much lint. So much lint. And I am just really impressed with us. So I just wanted to share our achievements.
And also, let's note that Paige was wearing a backwards hat.
Well, I had to look the part.
She was like, she could have put it forward, but she said,
I'm working. First of all, not only did I have a backwards hat, but I had a headlamp on as well.
Oh my God.
And a fanny pack.
And a fanny pack
Why did you need the fanny pack?
to catch the screws.
Oh my God.
Because I had to unscrew some things.
She left her tool belt in her truck.
I don't know why this conversation makes me so anxious.
I don't know
hearing
why
this.
either, because
Like,
honestly, I am proud.
And also, this serves as a reminder to check your lint traps, gals, sisters.
And why don't you just call your landlord?
I didn't.
Let's
I
not
really,
get into
I really
it.
didn't want to. And you know what?
Is it because your garage is a hoarder's garage?
No, I already cleaned the garage. Well, don't look at it now because I made it a mess again. Because now we have two. It's a thing. 2 dryers, whatever. Anyways,
Burnt through the spare dryer.
yeah, burnt through. Hey, I'm gonna fix both of them. Anyways, I just didn't want to call him because it would be a much longer process, and I need to do my laundry. I need a working dryer. I knew I could do it, but I had told Mom what I was planning on doing. She said, please call your father. Here's the thing. I tried. He didn't answer.
Oh my God.
So that's not a me problem. That's a him problem. He will respond with some weird TikTok or some weird joke, and yet he won't answer my call about me climbing on the roof.
It's negligence.
You know what? He's going to find out when he
It's not-
listens to this.
It's not your poor dad. It's your poor daughters.
Honestly.
Yeah.
And I'm not even going to tell him. Let's see if he actually listens to every episode.
You know what? Let's test this. Dad, I still haven't gotten my oil changed.
Okay.
Just wait.
You should do that.
Well, now I have all
but
the time in the
also,
world to do
Dad,
it.
if you listen to this, call me and I'll tell you about my roof experience.
All
Or
right.
just listen to it and then you don't have to talk to her.
Wait, also, there's a couple things that I really wanted to talk about.
Okay.
That I just thought
Does
were,
that say MLK Day? No. Okay.
that are,
But we should acknowledge.
the first thing, just some things I learned today. That the first one I thought was wild. Did you hear about Flo Rida's
Oh, the
lawsuit
Celsius?
with Celsius? He won $82.6 million in the lawsuit.
Okay, but
Why?
can you tell us what happened?
Basically, he had a partnership with Celsius before Celsius really like popped off. And so in the agreements, it was like
I don't even remember a world before Celsius.
Celsius was trying to say, like, the reason we don't owe the money is because, like, we all heard that. You can't make fun of me.
Jane's eyes got all white. She said, "Oh fuck, I'm."
You literally just like squirted into the microphone.
You're disgusting.
Well, you're disgusting because I didn't.
No, you're disgusting.
I didn't mean it like that. You
Ew.
sick
Are you
ass.
trying
Okay,
to
can you
plug
tell
Jane's
us-
OnlyFans now that she's fun employed?
I'm gonna start a company called TonelyFans.
Anyways,
TMJ brand.
TM. Anyways, so in their contract, it was a pretty loose contract, but Celsius was trying to say, grow up.
Okay, spit it out.
You won't let me. You're the one that keeps stopping.
Getting bored. Go on.
We're all gonna change who's the crankiest one.
Do you
It's Jane's
understand?
turn.
Every time I start talking about this story, you make a comment.
Okay,
and then
go.
You tell me to keep going.
Okay, go.
Anyways, their story was weak, and they said they tried to say that they popped up after the partnership ended, but they couldn't prove that, and it actually like proved in the other direction that like they started gaining all of their attention, their traction, everything, like while the partnership was still with Flowrida. So he got awarded all that money, and that is, I mean, maybe I'm just poor, but that is
No, that's a shit ton of
insane
money
to me.
for a partnership.
Also, I haven't heard Flowrida's name in a while, so like maybe he needed it. It's like maybe
no,
good for
he
him.
has a lot of hits.
that still
Currently?
play at like every wedding, like
Welcome to my house, baby. Wait,
Yeah.
what is another Flowrida song?
Boots with the Fur.
Oh my God, that's T-Pain. Apple bottom jeans.
I think it is.
Boots with the
That's
fur.
not T-Pain.
That's not Flowrida.
Who is it?
Okay, I'll find out.
Yeah.
Flowrida, round. You spin my head right round, right
With
round.
Kesha that she didn't get any credit on.
Yeah, how-
Why?
Why is he suing someone?
Yeah, that
It's,
was because they
those in glass houses
they
situation.
basically were like, "Hey, you want to just like
Wait,
sing this?"
So Celsius had a partnership with Flowrida, as in like he would be like a brand ambassador or like an actual like partner.
Well, so it was something like he was wanting, or in
We
the
should-
contract, it was like 1% of the company or something like that. If they reached a certain amount of goals, like within the partnership.
Oh, okay.
And so Celsius was trying to say no, and he's like, yeah. So I think the 82.6 million is what the 1% is.
Jesus,
Whoa.
criminal.
I might have made that up, but like I think that's what I
okay.
read.
We could go with
We'll
that.
take your word as God. What is that saying?
I don't know.
Your word is babble.
Babble.
The other thing,
Wait, first I have good news for
What?
both of you guys.
What?
Low is both Flowrida and T-Pain.
boots with the fur.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But it's Flowrida featuring T-Pain.
Thank you. So I'm more right. Flow
I
right
think it was good news,
featuring,
and we should take it as good news.
Yeah.
I guess we'll just have to take this one to court.
Well, I mean, so if it's to court, like
We both win.
Well, it's my song that
So I think-
you're featured on.
If it was Judge Judy, she'd throw it out.
Anyways, basically,
Basically, that's interesting. And Flowrida is rich as fuck now.
the other thing that I thought was insane is the Alec Baldwin of it all.
Oh.
I saw that.
There was just like things today. I was like, this is wild, because I do think 100% the Alec Baldwin situation needs to be investigated. Because why?
Because how is there a bullet?
Because how and why, and not necessarily that he himself should be held responsible, but
He should.
Well,
He was a managing partner on that movie.
well, I don't know any of these details, but it's like there
Here's the
there
thing.
should have been someone in charge of those props. I don't know if that would be him.
Yes, it's a prop handler. Everyone should be, who was involved should be investigated and
Yeah.
held liable. That is like something that should not happen. Think about how many Westerns were made back in the day with like prop guns and nobody got shot in the face.
I never thought any like the guns would even be real for there to be the
shouldn't
possibility to have a bullet.
They should
in
not be
it.
real, and you should never point a gun, whether it's fake or whatever, in somebody's fucking
That's
face.
the weirdest thing.
They don't even use real ice cubes in movies. Why would they use a real gun or a real bullet? I don't understand.
It makes no. It's also it probably is just psychotic that he was even pointing.
Well, because it's Alec fucking Baldwin and he's so weird. Did you see his post trying to get everyone to
Yes.
follow his liar Hilaria?
That was weird.
So weird. And like the fact that they are all gaslighting us into making it seem like what she did is normal. That is not
what
normal
did she
at all.
do?
She pretended like she's from Spain.
Oh, I remember that.
Hilaria. That's
Hilaria.
like if
Wait, where's she from again?
Boston. And her name is Hillary. And everyone's like, no, we've never lived in Spain.
Or it's like, okay, if you're gonna be fake,
Sorry.
then like it's like, oh, I actually just changed my name. I liked Hilaria better. If don't lie and say you're from Spain.
Well, yeah, and
That's
her
checkable.
Instagram bio. Can you look up her Instagram bio real quick because it is like the biggest gaslighter Instagram. Like what she did was like it's basically like I identify as a Spaniard is her vibe. And why aren't we making a bigger deal about that? Because Rachel Dolezal, we like fucking drug her through the mud.
She also was
'Cause she
working at
deserved
the
it.
NAACP.
Yeah, and she deserved it because why the fuck are you?
Hilaria's just oh no, what's the word?
What you
What's
say?
Como se dice?
What's it like?
It's like why? Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed.
A narcissist?
No, like she's not.
Influencer?
Cut it out. Cut this out. I don't want to sound stupid.
Cut it out.
I'll read her bio. Hilaria Thomas Baldwin. If you feel like you don't fit into the world you inherited, it is because you were born to help create a new one. Ross Caliguiri.
See? If you feel like if you were born in Boston, but you feel like you should have been born in Spain, just create that you were born in
Create
Spain.
Spain.
Like she was on a show being like, what is this? How you say cucumber? You know how to say
Cucumber.
fucking cucumber. Your first language is English.
Also, that's not even how you say cucumber in Spanish, I don't think. Isn't it pepino?
No, she wasn't talking in Spanish. She's
talking-
saying in English.
But
I don't
if you
know what
are
this
saying
is.
like this is my first, I'm gonna go back to my first language. You
no,
know,
she
it's
was
like,
saying how you say, cucumber.
Oh, this dog instead of like perro.
How you say pero.
Yeah,
Anyways.
I was just really, I was not actually expecting that was first of all Flo Rida getting all that money and then Alec Baldwin actually
So
getting
does he go to
charged with
jail?
something. Well, I think it's
I
now it's a
doubt
trial,
it.
so that's him and other people.
He
or
got
someone
charged.
Else. I
know, but
you're-
he's gonna be out
you're
on
charged,
bond.
and then you go to trial.
What?
It's a court
you get
system.
arrested.
I thought you
and
get-
then you either
so
are
there's-
granted bail or denied. And then if you can pay it,
Because
you can
like
go home.
think about it.
Okay, I got
Why-
it.
Think about it. No,
Because
Jane,
why
think
would you
about
go
it.
to jail? You go to. I mean, no. Why do you go to trial? You go to trial because you're charged with something. And then,
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. The last thing that I really wanted because I know you haven't seen it.
What?
What did you think about Kim's TikTok?
Which one?
Did you see the makeup one?
Yeah, it was really fucking weird.
I was really okay. But what I did, I looked in the comments and someone said Kim's in her North era, and I thought that was really funny.
That is funny. I think she's just like
What was that?
I think North runs her life.
I know you don't know what it was.
Do you know who Northwest is?
I do.
Do you know who Kim Kardashian is?
Heard of her.
Okay.
Okay, so
Now I really want to watch it. But
now
it'll be loud.
they have a TikTok together and it's called Kim and North. And then they do crazy TikToks on there. Like North is a menace.
But North is usually in there. She was not in this one.
And then so Kim did one on her personal Instagram, or TikTok, which is off brand for her doing this kind of TikTok, which makes me think that she maybe didn't switch back to the Kim and North TikTok and she forgot that she was on her personal, but it was this TikTok of her doing this like crazy makeup and she's like smacking her teeth. But North is usually in it.
Yeah.
And she doesn't know how to lip sync. No, not at all.
I don't like that.
I know. It makes you uncomfortable because it's like,
Because you know Kim and her brand, and you know Kim and North's brand. But then I was like,
Kim's in her mom era. So I follow this person called Kardashian colloquialism, whatever whatever that word is. And actually I don't think it was her, so don't give her credit. But people are saying that Kim is leaning into like the mom thing and she's in her like mom era because she's trying to come back from all this other scandal.
That would make sense.
Oh, now she's in it for the children.
Finally.
I also think that Kim has a unexistent like kind of sense of humor, so she's probably like, oh, this is funny, like people are gonna like this.
I disagree. I think Kim has a great sense of humor.
I
think she's always in on the joke.
I think
she's in on the joke. I don't know.
I think she's funny, and I think she has a good sense of humor. I think that I was just confused by this TikTok. I was like,
Why? Yeah.
What am I supposed to think?
I think
what am
she
supposed to
forgot
feel?
she was logged into Kim Kardashian and not Kim and North.
Anyways.
All right, I'm gonna read some emails.
Literally gonna pee my pants. You were like pretty far away from the mic too. You're like
It just came out. I've been drinking a lot of prebiotics.
pee myself.
All right.
Shit. That's funny.
Don't say the name.
I know it stressed me out that you even included it because
Okay.
I cut them out, but then I'm afraid when I put names into it, I'm gonna like accidentally
Just
slip
call
it
her
in.
Mary.
Hi sisters.
Hi.
Parentheses Bailey.
Whoa.
Looking for some advice. My boyfriend and I, let's call him Brad. We are both graduating in May, him with his master's and me with my bachelor's.
Congrats.
Oh no, I don't know how to say this word. I'm wanting to go to sonography school.
Sonography school.
Sonograms?
Yeah.
Okay. But couldn't do it in my 4 years because I am a student athlete. My boyfriend is just looking for jobs, but he's from the Midwest and I'm from California.
Nice.
Something I'm struggling with is not wanting to disappoint either families because choosing one state over the other. We've looked at more neutral places like Texas, Utah, or even Hawaii.
It's random. Okay.
One thing I'm struggling with is since day one, I've said I won't move somewhere without a ring on my finger because I'm not applying for other schools right now because of not knowing where to apply. His mom reached out about getting a ring and her wanting to be able to shop with him, but he told me he wouldn't want to ask until the fall time while I'd move with him in May. Should I be worried about him trying to push against what I want, or am I overthinking it? Also, I've been listening for almost a year. Love you guys.
Okay, first of all, thank you.
Thank you. I would say, first of all, I would think like, why do you need the ring? Like, what is it about the ring? Do you need the ring because you've heard people say that before? Do you need the ring because of like societal pressure? Because if he's not ready to do it in the fall or until the fall, but you guys need to make this step by May, really, he's planning on marrying you no matter what, it sounds like.
And the other thing is, it sounds like at least his mom is also very
in it.
In
sounds
the
like
know.
you guys are in it.
Yeah, you're in it. Everyone knows that that's the next step. I personally would not let a ring be the deciding factor because we got a package.
Oh, Jesus.
Amazon. It's probably my
it's okay.
the thermal fuse for the dryer.
The thermal fuse.
Anyways, I feel like you know if your boyfriend's in it or not, right?
Yeah.
And it sounds like he's in it.
He said he's in it. Like, it's not a matter of like if, it sounds like it's a matter of when.
And he said when.
Totally understand though, like coming right out of college and it's like you're making so many decisions. It's like I just want this like security of knowing like for sure if I'm gonna.
Well, here's the thing. Nothing in life is ever yes or no. It's not black and white. It's not a sure bet. So even if you do have this ring, something else could happen later down on the line. The ring is not a binding contract, as we know from me.
Oh, you did have a binding contract and you had to break it.
Yeah, and I had a binding contract, so that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think that
I think you should do it.
I think you should do it as well. I mean, as long as you feel
Comfortable.
100% comfortable with your partner, that's the real conversation.
And it sounds like you guys need to start making plans of like where you're going to go to school next. So I would focus on that, and I don't think like that is more important, I think, than getting a ring on your finger, because that stuff will come and go. And if you just got out of college, honey, you have the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And it's not as fun getting married when you're like 22 to 23 anyways, because you want to see how all of your other friends do the weddings, and then you can see what they fucked up on, and then you can have the best wedding.
The only thing is that I don't know about that is, now that I am the only one of my friends that isn't married, well,
Including us, your best friends.
well, she's been married and you aren't married, but whatever.
Okay.
I just feel like at this point, I've been to so many weddings. Now I'm like, maybe I just like shouldn't even have one. You know what I
No.
mean?
Also, can I just tell you that Hawaii is not a neutral state. That
But
is
you know
the
what?
least neutral
And
state
that's
besides Alaska.
Aggressive if you don't want to upset the families, like move to an island where you're inaccessible to
It's-
everyone.
6 hours from Los Angeles.
Well, you can always come to Texas. Come to Austin.
Yeah, come to Austin. Texas is a good neutral spot, because especially if you live in like DFW, because those flights are so easy. But best of luck on your being a sonographer. Wow, look at you.
And congrats to you and your
And
boyfriend / future fiance.
and congrats on being a student athlete.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like a low
was
key
a-
flex.
Subtle flex. Yeah.
She's like, oh, because I was an athlete. Flex.
flexing on them hoes, flexing on those hoes. Wait, what? Huh? Flexing on them hoes, especially us who could never be student athletes.
Never.
I could be a runner.
The thing is,
Now
when
you
I was
can.
talking to BB, it's like his entire family, they're just all athletes. And I was like, what's that like?
So what's it
Imagine-
like that for you, thinking that you might be bringing down the gene pool?
I don't think that at all.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad you don't think that.
Yeah, not even a little bit.
Jade, imagine if you were a runner at Purdue. How do you think that would have?
I'd be a purdy runner.
Pretty runner.
Pretty runner.
This is our next one.
Yep.
OMG, I'm listening to your podcast about the FaceTime BB update, and I'm from that area. I'm right on the Kansas-Missouri border, and it's so confusing. The lady who passed the amendment for women to cover up in the house was my 8th grade teacher, and it's shameful.
Whoa.
That was great. I didn't hear about that until you guys told me in the car on my way home today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Nice.
That's wild. This girl knows her.
Yeah.
It's nuts. Imagine having that as your 8th grade teacher. You got dress coded every day.
Oh my God. And that lady was being such a little cunt on
She-
that TikTok.
Probably had her meter stick underneath her desk and would dig it out
That
every
was
time.
the worst. Only the hot girls got
I got dress coded
I got
all the
dress
time.
coded.
I didn't, because mom was like, where do you think you're going in that shirt?
I got dress coded in a full-on onesie, pajama onesie from my neck, footed pajamas.
That means that the teachers know that you were like, they did not dress code like the not cute people like me.
And it was pajama day, and I was literally in pajamas. There was
Well, that's because they see you as a threat. Pajamas are sexual.
and there were girls wearing little Victoria's Secret shorts and like camis, and I'm sitting in the vice principal's office, and he said, "Those footy pajamas, because it's one thing, that's against school rules." And I said,
what about a dress?
And I said, well, because a dress doesn't have a connecting foot thing. That's literally why they sent me to the principal.
Well, that's
He's
Keller.
a perv. You wanted to see
and I
her
said, and as I'm in there, we see these like 3 girls walking where it's like 2 inches of their stomach is showing, and they're wearing these camis. And I said, excuse me, that's not dress code. And he said, yeah, but it's pajama day. Excuse me? I'm literally a
This
loser.
did not happen like
yes,
that.
Yes, it did.
No, there's
I
no
think
way.
that what happened was you guys decided it was pajama day, and that's
No,
why they
it was
were mad.
Spirit Week.
This doesn't track.
We'll have to do some digging, some sleuthing. If you're from Keller High
We
School,
had Spirit Week, right?
Maybe.
yeah, but I think
Let's
this was
gaslight Paige into thinking we don't have
Paige.
Paige.
I was like, why would I wear footed pajamas to
Why
school?
would he dress code you and not the girls wearing camis?
Because they were footed pajamas and I wasn't wearing shoes.
I know, but there was literally no. In what world is a girl wearing a cami?
I had to call
At Keller-
Dad.
Keller, Texas.
Honey, at Keller, they would dress code you for anything. Anyways, let's not get into that. Let's go. Keep going.
We'll call Dad.
Sorry, no, I had to burp
We couldn't hear it though because
because I turned my head like a lady. Okay, social network, crazy. But yeah, we usually cross to Kansas for some things and then back into Missouri for other things like weed. In Kansas, the drinking age is 18 as long as your parents buy it for you. So
That's crazy.
What?
And you can get an abortion in Kansas.
good for Kansas.
Good for Kansas. It sounds like I don't know if Kansas is like the more like liberal side, maybe progressive in their social.
Also surprised that you guys were like, oh my God, you have to abide by all the rules. Like you have to learn 2 sets of laws when there's like dry counties in Texas where people would have to like drive over to the next county to get their
Yeah,
booze.
but a dry county, it's like it's just not there. You just got to keep driving until you find it again.
So
just
not
gotta keep
in
driving.
Missouri, you just hop over to Kansas.
But if you have weed in Kansas,
then you get in trouble.
Yeah, I don't know.
But so that's what's
It
so
It
weird.
didn't feel that like mind bending
Because a lot of people live in Kansas, but they work. Their work address is Missouri.
Yeah.
So first of all, that's its own like
what about
tax thing.
taxes?
Like tax thing is like
Bailey's like,
weird.
we don't know.
But then it's like if you spend most of your work days, your work hours, the most of the time you're awake in Missouri, and then you want a little like dope, you go get it. But you can't bring it back home with you. Leave the dope at work.
Who says dope? First of all, you are such a boomer. I can't.
Clearly, I smoke dope all the time.
Dope. I want a little dope. All right, this
smack.
feels like a good time to end it.
Really?
Yeah. What else is there to talk
I
about?
thought I was just getting started.
Honey, you're done.
You're done.
All right. Thank you guys so much for listening. Bailey, did we cheer you up?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Do you think the sisters are cheered up now?
I don't know.
I hope we cheered
can't
you all
speak
up.
for them. They were probably already happy. They're like, oh my God, this is so exciting. Another episode of Your Poor Dad. And then they open it and it's like
Thank you
Bailey
for
being here.
You know what?
You're listening.
You're like the 2 guys in the Muppets who sit in the bleachers seats.
The old guys?
The old guys, and they just like, well, this show sucks.
I'm not that cranky about other things.
I know, but when you're just a little cranky, it feels like a lot cranky because you're not always cranky.
And because you're very vocal about it.
And Paige is
What?
you like to poke the bear too.
It was
you
annoying.
face a cranky person head on.
I know.
That's not my vibe. It's scary. But anyways, thank you guys so much for
Thank you.
listening. And
Yeah.
make sure you subscribe so you can get our Monday episodes and our Thursday episodes. And I'm our whoa. I think it's cedar season. That's what's going on.
Sure.
I'm our full-time employee now.
what's going on.
So DM us even more because I'm going to be on my computer. I learned how to go on your computer and you can respond to comments there. So I'll be texting you guys. So DM us, email us with questions, and maybe if you need a little advice, or I love your story times. Tell us a story. Especially remember that one story when they were telling us about like the cheater.
Which one?
Which one?
Yeah, exactly. So tell us more stories about cheaters. And share this with a friend, please, because I need a job.
Yeah, she needs something to do, guys.
Anything else?
Help her out. I'm just having a great day. Thanks for listening.
And still email too, because I'll still see them even if
No, yeah,
Jade's in charge
email
of it.
first. Email first, but like if you're feeling saucy on the DMs.
And you can email us at yourpoordad@gmail.com.
And you can email us in an email or a PDF.
Yeah.
But we prefer whatever you prefer.
Yeah. I think that wraps it up.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.